Welcome everyone to TWA's Battlefront. We are live at the PPG Paints Arena here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. However, we are starting tonight on a somber note. Hello everyone, RJ Peckham alongside my broadcast colleague Mark Adams. Mark, we just came off a Royal Rumble event, however, which was left in tragedy as we saw Meadow Queen. She received a steel chair to the midsection courtesy of Barbie, and she was taken to the Thomas Jefferson Hospital in Philadelphia, and we're still awaiting reports on the conditions of her unborn baby.
Yeah, it was just horrible.
We have GM Indiana Jones in the ring. What does he have to say?
I really wish I was out here to deliver more joyous news. But I'm not. I have been told from the doctors at Thomas Jefferson Hospital in Philadelphia that Meadow Queen has suffered a miscarriage. I can't even imagine the heartache she must be going through at this time. But I saw to it that the culprit responsible for that disgusting attack was brought to justice. Barbie, as of this moment, you are fired from TWA. This company has no tolerance for lowlives like yourself.
This young girl thinking? Like, what does she have to say for herself?
Excuse me? What do you mean I'm fired?
You heard me, young lady. You are done!
But all I was doing was protecting Santana. Meadow Queen was going to try and cost her the match.
Whether that's true or not, that was no excuse to do what you did. That poor woman's life has been ruined thanks to you. Now get out of this building before I have you escorted out!
That's not fair!
Security, would you please...
All right, fine. I'm going.
Well, apparently, Indiana Jones wasted no time in firing Barbie from the Television Wrestling Association. I gotta say, Mark, that's probably one of the quickest careers I have seen in the Television Wrestling Association. But Barbie has no one to blame but herself. She chose to commit this heinous action on Meadow Queen, and when you choose to break the rules like that, that's what happens. Well, coming up tonight, folks, we've got a bank heist qualifier match, well, specifically 2 bank heist qualifier matches to determine who will get in that match. And also tonight, the main event will be Captain Rhodes taking on the Incredible Hulk for #1 contendership to Frankenstein's TWA Championship. Indiana Jones, the general manager, feels for Captain Rhodes that he wants to be TWA champion so badly, so he's decided to throw him a bone and give him a title shot.
About damn time, assholes.
Well, that's going to be an exciting match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Waluigi from Diamond City, weighing in at 272 pounds, Wario!
Well, we came off a rather eventful Royal Rumble pay-per-view, Mark. However, in one of the most shocking events that I've seen in my time commentating in the Television Wrestling Association. Frankenstein not only defeated Chuck Norris to become the new TWA World's Heavyweight Champion, but he and his manager, in one of the most despicable acts I had seen, continued to assault Chuck Norris with a steel chair and throw him through the Spanish announce table, thus probably putting him out of action for good.
Well, I guess we all found out the answer to that question of if Frankenstein was for real.
Well, who is Wario's opponent going to be?
It looks like it's the guy who just recently made his TWA return.
And his opponent, from the future, weighing in at 384 pounds, the
Terminator made his big Television Wrestling Association return at the Royal Rumble last week. However, he didn't last very long, though.
He probably got a little overzealous and over-anxious. He tried to clothesline Karis out of the ring, but Karis somehow had the will to pull the rope down and let Terminator eliminate himself.
The question I still have, Mark, is which division is going to sign this legendary cyborg?
That's true. He has not yet to be signed by either of the four studios.
I mean, this machine has got to be considered a hot free agent. And here's the bell.
Looks like Wario just had a brain fart.
A brain fart? More like his brains is going to be splattered in shit. Looks like the Terminator is just wailing on him.
Wario is, of course, coming off of that kind of humiliating loss to Ammo and Bulk Hogan as part of the tag team tournament.
Well, I guess you can't win them all. And it was quite weird, though, to see Ammo and Bulk Hogan get that victory, even though they still hate each other with a passion. But I guess Wario is going to try to erase this recent blotch on his record and try to upset the Terminator here tonight.
Terminator felt his fair share of humiliation at the Rumble as well.
So far, Wario has not gotten one bit of offense in. I mean, those hard fists, they're twice as painful when you consider the fact that there's steel, metal alloy underneath. And Terminator just picked up Wario's near 300-pound frame and just flipped him aside like a flapjack.
I noticed that Wario's legs aren't as twiggy as they used to be. Maybe he did lots of squats while TWA was off the air.
Possibly. There's a swinging neck breaker. Oh, Wario finally gets in offense with a jaw jacker. There's an elbow. 2 elbows. And a third one.
That elbow is, of course, Wario's trademark.
Wario with a backflip. Wario's finally gotten some offense in on the Terminator. And now Wario using his huge near 300-pound ass down on the neck of the Terminator. 1. Was that a 1 or was that a 2?
Well, bottom line, he kicked out.
And now Terminator's coming back with elbows of his own. And Wario just... he's taking a nap. He's out. Massive spine buster. Waluigi is on the outside, feigning concern over his partner. Oh, and here it is. The termination. Down goes Wario, dragging him across the ring. That's it. Forget about it. And Waluigi just pulled out referee Jordan Peterson under his legs and saved the match for Wario. I don't know if that was a wise move. Terminator made him pay for that. And here's the pin again. 1, 2. Wario kicks out. If it wasn't for Waluigi, Wario would have been finished. And now Wario's going for his butt bump again. Wario's behind, literally saved by Waluigi. But Terminator is back on his vertical base. Drags Wario away from the ring post. From the turnbuckle.
Wario better find a way to win quick, because I doubt he can last much longer.
And Terminator with a dive off the top rope. Once again, these big guys taking more high risks. 1, 2, no! Wario's staying in the game pretty good, though. I thought that was it. With all that weight of the Terminator coming down on Wario, excuse me. That would have been it. And now Terminator with a hard shot sends Wario crashing down. In my opinion, I think the Terminator's wasting some time. He needs to go for the pin right now. Or try the termination again. Because he had the match won, only because Waluigi interfered that the match isn't over. There's the spine buster again. Looks like he's setting him up. Terminator being aware of his surroundings. Here it is. For the second time, the termination. And here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. Terminator's the winner.
Here's your winner, the Terminator.
He may be old, but not obsolete. Terminator picks up a hard-earned victory, I believe, over Wario.
My only criticism he should go back to the black leather. Peterson didn't want to get out of his way.
Well, Terminator, he had the match won if it wasn't for Waluigi, but he did waste a little bit of time prior to going for his second termination, but nonetheless, he got the victory. Well, coming up next, folks, we're going to hear from the Royal Rumble winner. And there he is. One of the all-time great competitors the Television Wrestling Association has ever had, Mario. He's going to Telethon. And Mario sees his friends in the Nintendo family, Wario and Waluigi. Looks like they're leaving. They're going to allow Mario to have the floor.
Yahoo! I did it! I gave it my all, and I'm a-going to Telethon. Although, as happy as I've been all week, I'm disappointed I won't have the opportunity to face Chuck Norris for the TWA title like we both promised you all. Instead, I'm...
Frankenstein's manager, Victor Frankenstein, who was very instrumental in helping not only his monster to defeat Chuck Norris for the belt, but also very instrumental in putting Chuck Norris possibly out of action. Take a look at the menacing scowl on his face. Now Mario, he's getting back into the ring. Unbelievable. My creation destroys Chuck Norris in very convincing fashion. And you still go on about your feeble little bet from weeks ago? Well, we destroyed one half of that equation when we left Chuck Norris laying in a pool of his own blood. And now, on to the next equation. You, Super Mario. Chuck Norris was a small man, and my creation tossed him around and stepped all over him. Just what do you think he would do to an even smaller man? Forget a pool. My creation will leave you laying in a crimson river. And that is a certainty, my little friend.
You know, I've been with this company since day one. I've heard threat. I've received every cheap shot, and I'm tired of it. If your monster wants to send a message, then he'll go to Telethon 7, face me one-on-one, and do all his talking inside the ring. So why don't you do everyone here a favor and be quiet?
Uh-oh. It's one thing to talk to the manager that way, but it's going to be quite another to actually step into the ring with that near 8-foot tall monster. Come on, let's go. Well, I admire Mario's spunk and his willingness to step in the ring with Frankenstein. I know he doesn't fear him, but the question is, should he? Frankenstein wasted no time in putting Chuck Norris away out of action. Frankenstein has been more dangerous than ever before in the past few weeks.
Come on, driver. Clearly these meanies don't know talent when they see it.
Ma'am, why are you crying?
Oh, just shut up and drive.
Well, coming up next, folks, a bank heist qualifier match. We will see The Mask taking on Borat, both of them representing the 20th Century Fox division. And according to the rules, it will be that 2 wrestlers from each division will qualify to make it 8 men for the bank heist match at Telethon. Both men have seen rotten luck in recent weeks, and this is their opportunity to turn their fortunes around. Let's get it on.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is a bank heist qualifier match. Introducing first, from Edge City, weighing in at 190 pounds, The Mask.
Well, the bank heist ladder match is gonna need at least one jobber in it.
The Mask, or Jim Carrey even, if you want to say, he's been experiencing rotten luck under all his personalities. I mean, as The Mask, he lost to TWA at the On Your Monitor house show a few weeks back, and as the Cable Guy, he lost to Justin Boner in a #1 contenders match for the Rated R title.
And his opponent, from Kazakhstan, weighing in at 224 pounds, Borat.
And of course, Borat has not seen much luck either. He lost to Homer Simpson at the On Your Monitor house show for the right to face AAA for the Primetime Championship. He entered, of course, the Royal Rumble again. I guess the one good thing Borat can say is that he didn't break his shortest record time for the 3rd time.
Could you wake me up when this match is over?
You're not going to sleep. You're a broadcast journalist. Do your job. And The Mask, Irish whip to Borat. Hard clothesline to the neck. To the back of the neck. And here's the pin. 1, 2.
Damn, I thought that was it.
Well, that was close, though. Mask is already starting off with a very aggressive offense. And, of course, Borat, he doesn't have much depth perception now, thanks to losing that one eye years ago. Now the Mask applying a sleeper hold or a rear chin lock. Trying to cut off the blood flow to the brain. If there is any blood flow to the brain for someone like Borat. The Mask really wasting no time. Looks like he's knocked him out and he's going to try to get the pin here, but no! Borat gets up after one. Mask is usually all fun and games, but not here tonight. He wants to go to Telethon. When you go to Telethon, you're guaranteed a massive payday.
And if you're a jobber and not in the bank heist ladder match, then you're probably not on the show at all.
Borat and the Mask, they know that. And now Borat with an Irish whip. Coming full force. Massive fist.
I might as well bring this up, because this is such a boring match. From what I've been hearing about the Terminator and the contract situation, my inside source tells me that Paramount has the best chance of signing him. They're the front runner.
Well, that's unconfirmed at this point, but it could be a massive coup for Paramount if they were to sign him. We'll continue to get the details as this show rolls along. In the meantime, the Mask putting his knee in the throat of Borat. There's two kicks, and he throws Borat halfway across the canvas. Oh, I thought the Mask was going to go for like a camel clutch there. But instead, he rams Borat's face through to the canvas again. And now, Borat comes back.
Can one of you just pass out already so we can move on?
Borat motioning to the crowd that it's possibly over, so maybe you'll get your wish, Adams. But the Mask elbows Borat right into the midsection. Hard clothesline to the neck again. Neither of these men are really what you call catch-as-catch-can competitors. They're journeyman wrestlers, similar to a Homer Simpson, but they know how to fight. And now the Mask, what's he planning to do here? And here's the worm. Elbow. I guess all he's got to do is go for the pin. There it is. 1, 2, 3. The Mask is going to bank heist.
Here's your winner, the Mask.
Well, Mark, if the Mask happens to win the bank heist ladder match, then this will end up being the second heist he pulls off. Didn't he try to rob the Edge City Bank?
I believe so.
Nonetheless, he still has to await 7 other competitors.
And the other 20th Century Fox competitor we'll find out later tonight.
Yes, Cindy. Ah, James. Here to talk about your number 1 contenders match?
No, I'm here for the Blueberry Flapjacks. Of course it's the contenders match.
Very funny, James.
Well, who am I facing?
Well, my friend, you are facing none other than your best friend, Jaws.
I see. Is that supposed to scare me? You're many things, James, but I know you're not a coward.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Samus. I'm so honored to be partnering with a woman of your strength.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. I wouldn't have chosen you as my partner if I was not impressed with you going up against Sonya Blade.
Well, I'll try not to let you down tonight. Sad about what happened to Metal Queen, though.
I know, but Jones made the right move, and now we can all forget that Barbie was even here.
Ah, there you are, Daisy! Hey, Billy, what's up?
Indy sent me to run this by you. Now, I know you and Samus are having that tag team match up next. But we need someone to face Katniss Everdeen for number 1 contendership of the women's title. And since you got that victory over Sonya last Battlefront, would you be willing to compete twice and face Katniss later tonight?
Huh? Oh boy. 2 matches?
If you'd rather not, we'd understand.
You know what? I'll do it. Why not?
Great. Thanks, Daisy. Hey, Indy! She says she's cool with it!
Oh boy. Double duty.
You see now why I chose you? You truly are a fearless competitor. I think I'm gonna like having you as my partner. See you out there. Good luck with Katniss. Well, coming up next, folks, we've got the Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament to be decided here. Elvira and the Bride of Frankenstein gonna team up to take on the Super Smash Sisters, the new team comprised of Daisy and Samus. What an opportunity it is for Daisy here tonight, Mark. If her and Samus pick up a victory over Elvira and the Bride, they get one step closer to the Women's Tag Team Championship. Not to mention, Daisy is also facing Katniss Everdeen tonight for number 1 contendership to the women's title. So, Daisy has the opportunity to go for 2 wins and really make history.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Germany, weighing in at 152 pounds, the Bride of Frankenstein.
As of this moment, Kitana and Melina are the only team with points so far, as they beat Rey and the Wicked Witch last Battlefront.
The Bride of Frankenstein, of course, is the wife of the new TWA World Heavyweight Champion, and she would like to get some gold around her waist as well.
She is?
She's called the Bride of Frankenstein, isn't she?
But in all the years that those two have been in this company, I have not once seen them together.
Sometimes couples like to do different things and go off in different paths. I mean, not with you all the time.
And her partner, from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 138 pounds, the Mistress of the Dark, Elvira!
Elvira, a very sassy, a very sarcastic woman. She may not have the most in-ring experience, but she'll know how to fight.
And their opponents, at a total combined weight of 292 pounds, Daisy and Samus, the Super Smash Sisters!
So we received confirmation a few weeks ago that Daisy was a member of the Nintendo family. I wonder if Samus is a member too.
Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. It would be quite a thing if the Nintendo family were to hire the two-time women's champion as part of their group. And here's the bell. Samus, of course, faced her best friend Santina for the women's title at the Royal Rumble. However, due to all the hoopla surrounding Metal Queen and her miscarriage, Samus rushed outside of the ring to save Metal Queen from that heinous attack by Barbie, and she ended up getting herself counted out, thus costing her a chance to become women's champion for a third time. However, she has the opportunity to go for women's tag team gold here tonight, and if she and Daisy are successful and win this match, that takes them one step closer.
They would be tied with one victory, along with Katana and Melina.
And the Bride of Frankenstein just rammed Samus into referee Jordan Peterson, although I think that was unintentional. The Bride can get a little overzealous in her attack. And here's a tag. Elvira and the Bride using the 5 seconds that they have to do as much damage as they possibly can. Samus punching Elvira right in the kidney. Elvira punching Samus right in the kidney. And you know, Mark, I always thought that Samus was as tall as she was because of her suit, but I mean, this girl is like 6'3".
I know, Nintendo sure seems to have a thing for tall girls.
I mean, I thought the Bride of Frankenstein looked intimidating, but I mean, Samus, she's like a basketball player. And now Daisy and Elvira fighting to the outside. Daisy was, of course, tagged in by Samus. Now, I don't know what happens if both of these teams get counted out. Maybe the referee restarts the match. And Elvira trips. I know she's got those high heels on, so you can't run for very long. Elvira makes a tag to the Bride. Some pretty good tag team continuity here between Elvira and the Bride of Frankenstein. But if I know Daisy and Samus, they're going to do whatever it takes. They want to make history. And Daisy has the opportunity to make history here tonight if she wins this match, and if she beats Katniss Everdeen in a number 1 contenders match for the Women's Championship.
Yeah, it may sound kind of unfair that Katniss just makes her TWA return and immediately gets a title shot, but we really don't have anybody else to fill in that spot. No one else really has won any matches.
And the Bride of Frankenstein with a hammer-like fist, doing a very good job at splitting the ring in half. And here's the tag. Ouch! Daisy just got her head rammed into Elvira's high heels. And Elvira, I think she's got long nails too. She rakes the back of Daisy, and Daisy, she's not going to take any of this. And now she makes a tag to Samus.
Wait a second. You see the bride over there?
Yeah.
She looks like she's wedged in between the middle rope. So, is she in the ring or out of the ring?
Maybe her dress is tangled into the ropes. And oh! Elvira, with her version of the Famouser, drives Samus right into the canvas. She might be knocked out cold. And what's Elvira doing? I mean, this is kind of hot, but oh! And massive headbutts to Samus.
Crowd liked that one.
And I'm surprised Elvira has proven to be quite a tough competitor here tonight. And now Samus. Oh.
She must not have liked being mounted.
Well, this is supposed to be wrestling, not Cinemax, but back to the match. Samus tags in Daisy. What are they going to do to Elvira here? Double superplex right on the top rope. Some excellent continuity there from these two. Daisy has breathed new life into her TWA career ever since she defeated Sonya Blade on the last Battlefront just prior to the Royal Rumble. And Daisy has Elvira where she wants her, but what's she doing though? Why is she stalling? Daisy tags in Samus again. Oh! Samus just brought all her height and weight down on Elvira. 1, 2, and the Bride of Frankenstein just breaks up the count, and I think she ended up hitting the referee, and Samus... Man. It's a Donnybrook, it's Bedlam here in the ring now. Samus was able to take out the Bride of Frankenstein.
Maybe she wants to let Daisy be the one to end this.
And here's the pin. 1, 2. No, very close though. Very close. Daisy with a hard shot. Motioning to the crowd. Here's a backslide. Here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. Super Smash Sisters pick up a huge victory.
You are your winners. the Super Smash Sisters.
Phase 1 has already been accomplished for Daisy. On to Phase 2.
Well, I just hope that she has the conditioning to compete twice in one night. Nazareth didn't have it.
Well, when you're going for #1 contendership to the women's title, you're going to do anything to win, even if you are exhausted. Daisy, hopefully she'll take a breather in the back or something before the match begins. There's still time.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Justin Boner.
Well, you can see Justin Boner with a huge stitch right on his head, his forehead. He went through a grueling match against Ghostface for the Rated R title at the Royal Rumble, but he was unsuccessful.
And then he proceeded to go into the Royal Rumble match, where he got eliminated in the shortest time of 14 seconds.
The only thing I gotta ask now is, where does Justin Boner go from here?
What else can I say, except that I got my now little white ass kicked by Ghostface? Oh wait, I know what else I can say. I can say that I got gangbanged by his 2 cosplay fanboys, and that's why I lost.
Sure, blame everyone but yourself.
I could have beaten that jerk if it was one-on-one with no groupies. And I don't care about this no more rematch clauses rule. I demand a Rated R title rematch, Indy. You saw it yourself how screwed I was. And I want you to get off your rocking chair and do something about those ghost fakes before they start running this show.
Oh, you're done?
Well, Justin Boner holding up some unreasonable demands here. I mean, I know he's upset about losing to Ghostface, but the fact is it was Rated R rules, so anything goes. Add in the fact that there's no rematch clause. Justin Boner lost, so he has to go to the back of the line. I'm trying to empathize with Justin Boner, but he has no case here. But coming up next, folks, it is #1 contendership to the Blockbuster Championship, as we will see James Bond go up against his on-again, off-again, half-friend turned enemy, Jaws.
Yeah, think of them as like Kane and Big Show.
And these men still have some unfinished business going back to Telethon 6, when Bond picked up the victory.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from London, England, weighing in at 216 pounds, 007, James Bond!
If Bond wins here tonight, this would be a rare mulligan, considering what we just talked about with the no rematch clause. I mean, Bond lost the Blockbuster Championship to Tarzan on the first Battlefront back. and he has never lived it down since.
And his opponent, from Poland, weighing in at 350 pounds, Jaws!
Despite the fact that Jaws is a whole foot taller than Bond and outweighs him by almost 150 pounds, Bond always seems to find a way to get the best of him.
Well, he's going to have to find out a way to get the best of Jaws if he wants to see another shot at the Blockbuster Championship again. And here's the bell. Jaws starts off very strong with a boot to the face of Bond. And of course, Bond coming back with judo chops. Bond trips up Jaws. Bond is a great technical wrestler and a very good strategist. He knows how to match his skill towards any opponent. It's just unfortunate that he's been so disgruntled over the past few years. I mean, Jaws just throws Bond right across the ring. Jaws working over the arm. And there you could see the Blockbuster champion, Tarzan, watching very closely, trying to figure out who his opponent is going to be between Bond and Jaws. Tarzan, he of course realizes that Bond and Jaws are two different animals. Bond's got the athleticism, whereas Jaws has size. James Bond with a pin. 1. Adams, I gotta ask you, if you were Tarzan and you were watching this match, would you be rooting for any one guy in this match to win? Or would you not care?
I think since Tarzan's style is kind of a mix of high flying and brawling, I think he might favor a match with Jaws.
Interesting. Jaws, I think he got a 1 count over Bond.
Plus, I gotta think that Bond, he is a skilled competitor, and I'm sure he wouldn't let the same guy beat him twice.
James Bond, he's the very first Blockbuster champion, and now as history puts it, he is the shortest ever Blockbuster champion. Granted, I don't think he's the shortest champion as a whole that TWA's ever had. That honor still belongs to Bulk Hogan when he held the television heavyweight championship and lost it within a matter of minutes.
I still cringe at the fact that Bulk Hogan was a major champion.
James Bond taking some time to do his damage on the outside. He has been able to avoid those metal teeth. Because usually when Jaws sinks his teeth into his opponents, that's usually lights out. Jaws, of course, he's no slouch when it comes to accomplishments. He was the only man to become King of the Tube and TWA champion in the same night, winning the vacant title in the King of the Tube tournament. James Bond going for the pin. what's Bond going to do here? Swing and neck breaker. Executed quite well, actually. And oh, Jaws just floored Bond right into the ropes. Bond is now trying to get a breather in, but I don't think Jaws is going to tolerate any of that. He tried to go for a hard shot, but Bond stopped him. Now Jaws trying to power out of that submission. Ooh, and a tilt-a-whirl style power slam.
There's the teeth.
And he's sinking his teeth right into James Bond's hand. Jaws attempting to go for the finisher, the 7-foot slam that has put so many people away, but Bond, he knew it was coming. That's the veteran instincts of 007. Bond taking a breather here. He can't waste too much time. Jaws is going to come right back up. And Jaws with a hard clothesline. And now Jaws going for, I think it's like a Steiner recliner. But Bond is very close to the ropes. He could have tried to grab if he wanted to. Nevertheless, he powers out. Not a very good position to put the submission hold, because your opponent can easily reach the ropes. And now Bond, neck breaker, right between the third and second rope. Hard chop. And now Jaws rams Bond into the corner. And oh! Jaws just accidentally knocked out referee Jordan Peterson.
He's not having a good night.
And now Bond, he's got a steel chair. No. And oh! Bond just knocked out Jaws with a steel chair. And the referee is out. Should have been disqualification, but... And that's a new finisher, I might add. And now Bond goes for the pin. No, come on. No. 1, 2, 3. Damn it. Bond is the #1 contender.
Here's your winner, James Bond.
This match had more taste to it than the Rams playing the Saints.
I understand the whole doing whatever it takes to win, but Bond, I don't really think you had to do that.
A very controversial win for 007. He should have been disqualified after use of the steel chair and after throwing referee Jordan Peterson in the line of fire to be squashed by Jaws. Nonetheless, he gets the shot against Tarzan for the second time for the Blockbuster title.
Just when I thought you weren't a coward. I hope you're proud of what you did.
I did what I had to. Now move.
I am sick of chicanery like that goes undetected by the official, and I'm not letting it fly anymore. If it were up to me, I'd reverse the decision and give the Blockbuster title match to Jaws. But the referee's decision is non-negotiable.
Precisely. Now get out of my way.
I will. Just ruminate on this first. At Blockade, the Blockbuster title will be on the line. It'll be James Bond versus Tarzan versus Jaws.
I won the match. I'm the Jones! Well, looks like some justice has actually prevailed, as even though Bond is going to still be in the Blockbuster title match as he won the match. Jaws has been added to the equation, and now it will be a triple threat match. Good for General Manager Indiana Jones for laying down the law. Hey, Fernando,
Your technique, muy bueno. Just remember what I said about the teeth. Si, senor. Wait. Who are you?
I'm glad you asked. Hi, Billy Mays here. You know, Sorbies, Hercules Hook.
Oh, right.
Listen, I got good news and I got bad news.
Are you still talking to me? I'm not signing your chest.
I'm the assistant GM, bud. Have some respect. Anyway, the good news is that Indy has been impressed with your debut and wants to put you in a #1 contenders match for the primetime title. I'm sorry. Wouldn't Anna be upset if she saw you doing that?
Anna knows what I do for a living. She wouldn't care.
Now, about my contenders match? Contenders match, primetime title? Oh yeah, the bad news is that your opponent is Gigant. So, I don't know if you're a cum half empty or half... just good luck, okay?
Who's Gigant?
Well, here comes the TWA Women's Champion, Santina. I don't know what she thinks about the events that have transpired over the past week or so. She's still the women's champion, but she's receiving criticism over the fact that she won by countout. So people wonder if she would have still been women's champion after the Royal Rumble.
I think you all know what I need to address. My women's title retention has been cuddled in controversy because of what happened. I just want to get this out there and make my opinions crystal clear. I do not at all condone Barbie for what she did at the Rumble. It was heartless, it was cruel, and I wouldn't have wished that on anybody. And now, because of it, some people have been accusing me of colluding with her. She may seem to be a fan of mine, but I wanted my match with Samus to be a clean fight between two friends. And if Samus had beaten me, I would have rather seen that happen than what we all got.
There's Katniss Everdeen. She's going to face Daisy later tonight in the #1 contenders match for the women's title, but what's she doing out here now?
What some call coincidence, I call a ploy.
How convenient that someone who has openly expressed their admiration for you causes a diversion and gets Samus counted out.
Sounds like a plan to me. Okay, I have been trying to be supportive of Meadow Queen and condemn Barbie's actions, but it sounds to me like a bunch of people, primarily the other divas, are using what happened to say what they really think about me and my title reign. You all clearly believe that I'm not worthy of that belt and that I wasn't supposed to win. Well, let me enlighten you, cat. If you're the one I'm facing for the title at Blockade, I'll show you and all the haters back there what I can do. Too bad Barbie won't be there.
Well, I believe Santina when she says that she had nothing to do with Barbie's interference. I mean, she's still addressing a lot of criticism regarding that event, but there's still a lot of critics out there that say that Santina would have lost the women's title to Samus at the Royal Rumble if it wasn't for those events taking place.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a total combined weight of 428 pounds, Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero made his TWA return at the Royal Rumble, and Scorpion, he's been on fire in recent weeks. He beat Bugs Bunny at an On Your Monitor house show, still looking great. He lasted in the Royal Rumble for a little bit before being eliminated, and now he's reunited with his tag team partner, who he won the tag team titles with, Sub-Zero.
Can we call him a frenemy?
I guess so.
And their opponents, at a total combined weight of 383 pounds, Grindhouse.
Django and Machete, both selected by the Paramount division. Grindhouse has proven to be quite a deadly team.
I'm sure the news of them being selected by Paramount was the happiest news they could hear. They're right at home in the hardcore division. But in the meantime, they need to try and contend for those vacant TV tag team title belts.
And Django already starting off strong, going for a shot at Sub-Zero, and Scorpion didn't take to that too kindly. Of course, Scorpion and Sub-Zero were former tag team champions together. They won the tag team titles around the summer of 2012.
And for those of you who aren't keeping track, we have so far got Friday the 31st, Bulk Hogan and Ammo, as well as Link and Donkey Kong, have all advanced to the next round of this tournament. This would be the final match of the first round.
Django with a Russian leg sweep to Scorpion. And now Scorpion working over the arm of Django. If this stays into a wrestling match, then Scorpion and Sub-Zero have the advantage. But if Django and Machete can turn it into a fight, a Donnybrook, a brawl if you will, then the match will be to Django and Machete's advantage. Sub-Zero wasting no time going after Django. And Django with a hard shot to the back of the neck. Tags in Machete. Sub-Zero was planning to go for a double team, maybe a tag to Scorpion, but Machete stopped him in time. Oh, Sub-Zero tried to go for a cartwheel into a clothesline, but Machete scouted that very well. Seems Django and Machete have done their homework pretty well in scouting Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Oh, Sub-Zero with a powerbomb into a pin. 1, 2. No, that close. Just that close. Well, Sub-Zero went for the cartwheel into the clothesline again, and this time it worked. Now, Scorpion and Sub-Zero have successfully cut the ring in half.
God bless Django and Machete. I know they're trying, but Sub-Zero and Scorpion clearly have the advantage here.
Well, that's because right now Sub-Zero is keeping it into a wrestling match. And Machete, he needs to make a tag to Django if he wants to stay alive in this tag team tournament. And now, Sub-Zero, I guess he tried to go for a scoop slam, but Machete gets out of that. And now Machete sending Sub-Zero to his side of the ring. Machete makes a tag to Django.
Django, he tagged you.
What? Machete just tagged Django. Why isn't he getting into the ring? And okay.
What, did they change the rules and now it's 2 tags to get in?
That's kind of weird though. Now Django going for an axe handle.
But wait a minute, what if that means that it's now in reverse and Machete is the legal man?
Probably. I'm confused. And now Sub-Zero throws Django to the other side of the ring. He makes a tag to Scorpion. Here's those lethal kicks. I have never seen more precise continuity than what this team of Scorpion and Sub-Zero have. And here's Scorpion with a modified version of the figure 4. Django didn't give up though. Scorpion daring Django to get up. Oh my god, what kind of submission does he have there?
Scorpion, I don't think you're gonna make Django or Machete ever submit.
Django runs and makes a tag to Machete. Well, any confusion that we had before about who was the legal man is finally fixed because Machete's back in the ring. And Scorpion with a bulldog. But it seems Grindhouse, they're now in trouble. Scorpion and Sub-Zero have now started to have the advantage for most part of this encounter. And Scorpion with his Shirai Ryu kick. It's usually a setup for the spear.
Well, maybe we're going to see a tag team finisher instead.
And here is Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Fatality right down on Django's face. Machete's face. 1, 2, 3. Scorpion and Sub-Zero advance to the next round.
Here are your winners, Scorpion and Sub-Zero!
Django and Machete tried the best they could, but Scorpion and Sub-Zero, they're just too damn good. And you see Ammo, he's looking in the back.
Oh, screw the light bulb. Indy can change it.
Hog! You again?
Who again?
What do you want?
Just checking in on my best butt buddy.
I am not your butt, but I am not your buddy, Hogan.
and I don't care that you managed to beat the Warrior Brothers. I am not teaming with you anymore. Besides, look who we'd have to fight next.
Some team named Raw?
No, jackass, those ninja maggots. I just know your fat old body wouldn't last a minute against them. I'm going to tell Jones that I quit this stupid tournament.
But Emma, wait! Maybe we can!
Coming up next, folks, another Bank Heist qualifier match, as we will find out who the second guy representing the 20th Century Fox division is going to be. John McClane going up against Jack Burton. Jack Burton is, of course, 0-2 in his TWA career so far. John McClane has also had some rotten luck, and I think this is another match similar to the Mask and Borat. We're going to see if one of these competitors can change their fortunes around.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from New York City, weighing in at 219 pounds, Die Hard John McClane.
One of the Television Wrestling Association's most revered superstars, but he's seen some hard times in his career.
He's a far ways away from that TWA title reign he had.
Of course, John McClane was a previous Bank Heist winner.
That's right, he was the second ever one. The first, don't ask me.
If he could win tonight and win the Bank Heist, he would become a two-time winner.
And his opponent, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 194 pounds, Jack Burton.
Well, McClane is looking to even out his record and get to 500. This guy, he's just trying to get a victory. He's 0-2.
Well, if Jack Burton can get a win here tonight, then he goes to Bank Heist and at least gets some accomplishments. John McClane, of course, one of the greatest tough guys TWA's ever had. Jack Burton is a guy who fancies himself as a tough guy. Jack Burton starting off strong with a headlock, but John McClane, the wily veteran, coming back with a chin lock of his own, or headlock.
And McClane won the wrestling bout.
John McClane with a scoop slam. An atomic drop. And rams his head. What is Jack Burton doing here? Now he's going for the knees. Of course, Jack Burton may have youth on his side. We know John McClane is getting up there in years. But the former TWA champion has the experience. And, oh, I thought John McClane was going to go for the die-hard stunner right there. Instead, he goes for a DDT. Jack Burton jacks his jaw, so to speak, pun not intended.
Well, I don't want to jump the gun here, but Jack has actually been looking better in this match than he did in the previous one.
Jack Burton with the pin. 1.
Oh, sorry, the previous 2.
Jack Burton cornering die-hard John McClane. McClane with a hard clothesline to the back. And now he goes for the pin. 1. No. McClane with a hard kick. And oh, I think McClane was going to try to mess Jack Burton's hair up, and you don't do that to him. I wonder if McClane misses the days when he has hair. But anyway, it's starting to get rough between these two. Once again, both of these men can be considered brawlers. John McClane's the type of guy who, if you want to fight him in a bar, he'll accept it. And he will kill you. And now what is Jack Burton going to do here? A unique jaw jacker. And Jack Burton trying to get the crowd on his side, but I'm pretty sure these fans here in Pittsburgh are more in favor of McClane. Jack Burton going high risk. There's a body dive. All he's got to do is turn him around and he can go for the pin. Oh, but apparently that wasn't enough. And now, what's Jack Burton going to do here? Russian leg sweep right in the center of the ring.
Maybe Jack might actually get his first win here. He's still looking pretty good.
And now, Jack Burton using the move called the Jack of all trades. He's feeling the energy from the crowd. Is he going to go for a finisher?
And I believe he calls this the pork chop suplex.
Jack Burton is really fired up now. This could be his first win, but he's got to go for the pinfall. And here it is. 1, 2. No! I thought that was it, Mark. I really thought it was.
Jack, you shouldn't have been out gallivanting with the fans. You could have just pinned him right away.
Now Jack has got to go with plan B. And now McClane looks like he's breathed new life so far. And there's the fists. What is McClane going to do? And now Jack Burton with a hard boxing-like fist. McClane flips him over with a unique power slam. And now what is he going to do here? And the finger gesture right for the crowd. 1, 2. No! Burton is still alive. McClane, however, felt that could have been a faster count. But he could be setting Burton up for the die-hard stunner. There it is! Here's the pin. 1, 2, 3. John McClane is going to Telethon, part of the bank heist.
Here's your winner, John McClane.
Burton had the match won. He had that time with the jack of all trades as well as setting up the pork chop suplex. He almost had McClane, but he was a little too busy motioning to the crowd, and it cost him.
Well, nonetheless, I think he's getting better with each match, so maybe the next match will be his first victory. Anyways, the 20th Century Fox division is now set for the bank heist.
And John McClane could have the chance to become a 2-time bank heist winner if he's successful at Telethon. But once again, we have 6 more competitors ready to go in the next few weeks. And the competition's only going to get rougher and tougher and badder.
Hey! Move, thief!
Out of my face!
I heard you're facing Gigant. I bet $1,000 you'll be number 17 on his list.
Really? You mean the list that includes you? Well, let me show you how it's done, Senior Simpson.
Good luck.
Well, coming up next, folks, Fernando Stryker taking on the undefeated Gigant. And there's 2 things at stake here. Not only #1 contendership for the primetime title, but also it's a battle of the streaks. It's the 16-0 Gigant going up against Fernando Stryker, who is 2-0.
I must say, I have liked what I've seen from Fernando so far, but I don't see you winning here, kid.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
I say kid, and he's like 2 years older than me.
Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Anna from Seville, Spain, weighing in at 209 pounds, Fernando Stryker.
Hold on a second. I forgot could actually be an important X factor here. Anna. Of all of Gigant's matches he's been in, I don't think he's ever had an opponent where their manager has been a female. And I wonder if that could come into play here.
Well, it better not. Because if Fernando Stryker needs Anna's help to defeat Gigant, then he hasn't really proved anything to the crowd. We saw Fernando Stryker in the back blowing off some steam, if you will, before Billy Mays came up to him and announced this impromptu match against the undefeated German giant.
And now we move out of Spain, across France, and into Germany.
And his opponent, from Munich, Germany, weighing in at 365 pounds, Gigant!
The Teutonic Tower of Terror, Mark, was one man shy, one man short from winning the Royal Rumble before he went down at the hands of Mario.
And you can bet he's not in the best of moods tonight. Already, Anna's trying to get inside Gigant's head.
And here's the bell. And Fernando Striker just poked Gigant's eye, and the German giant is not going to tolerate that. The brash arrogance of this young kid, Fernando Striker, it's going to get him in serious trouble. I mean, some appreciate his brash arrogance because some people say that's what you got to do to get ahead in the Television Wrestling Association. But how many people can you piss off before it eventually piles up? How many enemies can you make before eventually everyone paints a bullseye on your chest? And Gigant, trying to take care of business against Fernando Striker, but Fernando just keeps reversing his shots. And oh, Fernando gets sent right to the outside.
Gigant reintroduces Fernando to Anna.
Well, after this match, Fernando Striker may want to get reacquainted with that lady in the back. 1, 2, no.
Yeah, about that. Fernando seems to insist that Anna wouldn't be pissed off if she ever saw that.
Maybe they're swingers. I don't know. Gigant with a hard block. Fernando Striker, I don't know if he's trying to escape the German giant at this point. And Gigant brings Striker back into the ring the hard way. Now Anna, I think she was playing with her hair.
I think she is kind of distracting Gigant a bit. I mean, who wouldn't be distracted?
And Fernando, once again, slapping the Teutonic Terror right in his face. He's got a lot of cojones, this kid, but it's going to land him in a lot of trouble. Gigant tried to go for a drop kick, but missed the mark. Anyway, Fernando Striker, Irish whip to the corner. Oh, and almost a variation of the Stinger splash. Again! He's looking sharp so far, and Gigant just immediately stops Striker dead in his tracks with a headbutt. And now, Gigant lifts him up for a half suplex, half scoop slam, maybe a scooplex, and what is Anna doing? Does she want to get her head taken off? Blowing him a kiss, and oh! Fernando Striker with a schoolboy roll-up pin! 1, 2...
Not like this.
No! That close! Fernando Striker tried to pull a fast one, but Gigant got up in time. But how close was that, Mark, for the streak coming to an end?
Yeah, that's all we needed. That huge streak being ended by a woman.
And now, the Teutonic Tower of Terror back on his feet. Hard club right to the neck of Fernando Striker. What's he going to do here? Oh, Fernando Striker. Hard shot to the midsection. Oh, and it's like a face buster right on the edge of the apron, and he sends him to the outside. Now, come on. I would hate to see Gigant's streak ending in a count-out. And Fernando with a hard, stiff kick to Gigant's head. And a hard kick. Boot right to the face. Gigant motioning to the crowd in Pittsburgh that it's time to end this. Here it comes, folks. We all know the consequence of dealing with this man in the ring. Oh! Down goes Striker. 1, 2, 3. Gigant is 17-0.
Here's your winner, Gigant!
The German Giant actually has a smile on his face. I never thought I'd see that.
He must be thinking of Anna.
Well, he pulled a fast one on both Anna and Fernando Striker. Fernando now suffers his first loss in his TWA career, but he's really got nothing to be ashamed about. He pulled in some good offense in the match.
And let's not forget, with this victory, Gigant is now going to face my brother for the primetime title.
That was very selfish of you, John. Letting the Hulk eliminate me while you gleefully watched at the Rumble. Not to mention embarrassing me with that fake out. I'm through carrying you. Our partnership is dissolved.
Okay.
Invisible Man very pissed at Nazareth for not helping him from being eliminated, but he has to understand it's every man for himself.
I understand his frustrations, but that segment was kind of pointless.
Coming up next, folks, Daisy, who had just competed alongside Samus in a tag team match earlier tonight and won. She's now going to face Katniss Everdeen for #1 contendership to Santina's women's title at Blockade. Can Daisy complete Phase 2? Katniss Everdeen already caused a stir earlier tonight when she actually accused Santina of being in cahoots with Barbie.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Sarazaland, weighing in at 119 pounds, Daisy.
Daisy looks like she's well rested. Some people still say that Katniss may have the advantage, but this is a great opportunity Daisy has, and she's not going to take it for granted.
Not to mention Katniss, this would be her first match of the year, so she could be a little rusty.
And her opponent from the 12th District of Pan Am, weighing in at 135 pounds, Katniss Everdeen.
Katniss Everdeen, a former TWA Women's Champion in her own right. She defeated Sarah Connor for the women's belt at Telethon 5. But then after she lost the women's title, she left to go back to Pan Am to settle down with family. But now she's back, and we're going to see what she can do in the ring. Katniss with a suplex to Daisy, already starting off as the aggressor. Katniss with a hard fist. She tried to go for a chop, but Daisy blocked it. Daisy tried to go for a kick, but Katniss blocked it. And now we see a bout of wrestling holds taking place. Seeing some Greco-Roman style wrestling taking place between these two divas, but Daisy just drops Katniss Everdeen right on her face. And there's a neck breaker. Daisy's foot nearly got tangled in the ropes, so maybe the impact on her neck was twice as painful. And, oh, Katniss tried to go for a clothesline, but Daisy scouted that quite well, and now Katniss is off her vertical base. There's a one-legged atomic drop. And a drop kick right to the spine of Katniss. Santina's got to be watching in the back.
And after what Katniss said to her in that little promo, I wonder who she'd rather face for the title at Blockade.
Well, Katniss angered Santina earlier when she made her accusations.
Also threw in that burn at her at the last minute, telling her that too bad Barbie wouldn't be there.
I mean, I gotta think Santina wouldn't care and that she would love to face whoever wins the match. Because Santina, she wants to prove to the world that she's not a paper champion. And now Katniss going for a chin lock. She's really pouring it on. Daisy, I think the exhaustion from the previous match is starting to kick in. Daisy, or maybe not. Hard elbow-like fist. Katniss Everdeen comes back with a jaw jacker. Tries to go for a clothesline. Daisy with a kick. And a swinging neck breaker. Here's the pin. 1. Katniss still has fight left in her. Katniss would love to be TWA Women's Champion once again. But Daisy, it means so much to her to become one of the top stars in TWA's women's division. Once again, I don't think the crowd wants to see a count out here. And, oh, Katniss Everdeen with a suplex right on the steel. Daisy, I have to believe, is in serious trouble right now. Katniss is really focusing on her spine. The referee is continuing his 10 count. And Daisy throws Katniss back into the ring. And we're back to the action. Daisy with a suplex. Daisy motioning to the crowd. And a body dive. Or could have been like a frog splash. And now there's some boxing jabs by Daisy. Now Katniss is going to suplex Daisy back into the ring. And now Katniss with an armbar on Daisy. Is she going to make her submit? Does it look like it? And oh my God. I thought that was going to be it. But Daisy powers out. And Daisy with a Hurricane Rana. Now, what is Daisy going to do here? Going for the pin. 1, 2. Katniss gets up again.
Daisy's not quitting. She really looks like she wants this opportunity.
Well, for that matter, neither is Katniss. Katniss with a hard clothesline. The longer this match goes, the more Daisy's chances of winning this match end up going down the toilet because she's still got to be exhausted from the earlier encounter. 1. Now Katniss is motioning to the crowd. Now she's working over the arm of Daisy. Oh, Katniss tried to go for a kick, but Daisy got out of the way. Oh, and Katniss Everdeen, the veteran instincts that she has, knew where she was. Goes for the pin, but Daisy is still in the game. And a knee right to the face. Daisy. She floors Katniss with a kick. Irish whip to the corner. And now what is Daisy going to do here? Going to take it high risk. Drop kick, and Katniss just got floored to the outside. I mean, I suppose Daisy could get a count-out win here, but Daisy should get it done the old-fashioned way. Both of these women holding fists against each other. Katniss. Is she going to put Daisy away? Underhook suplex. 1, 2. No! Daisy is still alive. I don't know how she is still in the game. And now Daisy comes in once again with a Hurricane Rana. And now Daisy going with the armbar of her own. She scouted what Katniss did to her. Now she's going to try to pour it on against her. Daisy once again with hard kicks and a face buster. Pinfall again. 1, 2. No! Katniss still alive. And now Daisy. Frog splash right from the top rope. This could be it. Right here. 1, 2. No! And Daisy has got to be thinking, what have I got to do to keep this woman down? And Katniss comes right back with a jawjacker. Daisy with a hard clothesline. Katniss in the center of the ring. Daisy, I think she's motioning to the crowd that it's time to end this. Oh, and Katniss comes right back. And here comes that famous move, the Archer Spear. This is what put away Sarah Connor at Telethon 5. Can she do it? 1, 2, 3. Katniss is the winner.
Here's your winner, Katniss Everdeen.
She gets the women's title shot against Santina at Blockade. But Daisy has got nothing to be ashamed about. Daisy, I don't know how she was able to go through that match. She tried her best. She gave it her all. In the end, Katniss proved to be the better woman. But man, what a match. I'd say this could possibly go down as a match of the year contender. Oh, long behold, it's Chuck Norris. Congrats on winning the Rumble, Mario. You did great out there.
Thank you so much. I hope you're doing okay.
Of course he's okay. He's a Chuck Norris. Yeah, right.
Relax, Luigi. He's been through a lot.
Don't worry about me, guys. I just wanted to warn you that that feeble little pest Victor will try anything to help his monster win. So if you need help at Telethon, I've got your back.
Thanks, Chuck. I only wish it was me versus you at Telethon like we promised everyone.
Yeah, me too. Congratulations, partner. See you all around. Wow, Chuck Norris. I'm amazed he arrived here at Battlefront. He gave Mario his congratulations, his blessing. He's offering him his services to be in his corner if Mario should face Frankenstein at Telethon. Of course, the road to Telethon is still long. We don't know if Frankenstein's going to still be the champion. Coming up next, folks, the main event. Captain Rhodes taking on the Incredible Hulk. This is for #1 contendership to see who will face Frankenstein for the TWA Championship at Telethon. We all know about the history between the Hulk and Frankenstein. No love lost between those two.
And there's a bit of history between Rhodes and Frankenstein as well. There was that point in 2012 where Rhodes beat Frankenstein for the Universal title.
So possibly if anybody has Frankenstein's number, it's Rhodes.
The following contest is our main event, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Palatka, Florida, weighing in at 217 pounds, Captain Rhodes.
I really appreciate Indy recognizing Rhodes' contributions to the TWA in the past, let's see, 500 friggin' years, and now finally he's gonna let him compete for the TWA title.
Well, yes, Indy did throw Captain Rhodes a bone, but Rhodes has got to get the job done tonight. If he wants to get that title shot, he's got to beat the Hulk, and then he's got to beat Frankenstein. Even though I said that Rhodes has Frankenstein's number, he's beaten him before. We're dealing with a more dangerous, more tougher, more badder Frankenstein than we have ever seen before. And speaking of rough, tough, and bad,
And his opponent, weighing in at 520 pounds, the Incredible Hulk!
one of the greatest in our sport. He holds the record for being the longest reigning TWA television heavyweight champion. And we all know there's no love lost between the Hulk and Frankenstein. To put it lightly, those two men despise each other. And now Captain Rhodes, he's not intimidated whatsoever by the Hulk. I admire his bravado, but he's going to need more than bravado to win. And Hulk starting off strong. And now Hulk. Hard shot to Rhodes. But oh! Captain Rhodes, with the veteran instincts he has, sends the Hulk out of the ring. Rhodes with a drop kick.
I would normally tell Rhodes to sneak a chair shot in there, but after what Indy did with Bond earlier, I don't know if anybody will get away with cheating anymore.
Well, it's about time we had some authority here that actually lays down the law when we have to. I mean, we've dealt with so many terrible leaders taking over TWA over the years that nothing ever gets accomplished. But now, with Indiana Jones, someone that these wrestlers are going to fear. He's not going to tolerate any of their bullshit chicanery. I mean, we just saw what Bond did earlier, and now he's going to have to contend both with Tarzan and Jaws for the triple threat match for the Blockbuster title at the Blockade pay-per-view. And if Rhodes tries to do anything, then both of these men might end up going on to face Frankenstein for the belt. Now, what was Captain Rhodes going to do there? There's a DDT.
Just keep him floored, Rhodes. The Hulk is not over 7 feet tall when he's on his back.
Once again, this is going to be a contrast of styles. It will be the Hulk's size and his brutality versus Captain Rhodes' technique, his wrestling skill. And Hulk just floored Captain Rhodes with a spine buster. Rhodes, he's not throwing in the towel just yet. He knows the contendership for the TWA Championship itself is at stake. He has waited too long to be TWA champion.
He may not have gotten it done at the Rumble, but he'll get it done here.
And who knows, maybe even Mario is watching this match, because could be a possibility, whether it's Hulk or Rhodes. What if one of them beats Frankenstein for the belt at Blockade, and Mario ends up having to face either one of these men?
I would love it if wrestling was that unpredictable, but it isn't.
Kind of breaking the fourth wall, aren't you, Adams? And Hulk just threw Rhodes right over the barricade. And now, right into the sea of humanity here in Pittsburgh. It's getting really rough here. Now, what is Hulk going to do? Throws Rhodes right into the ring apron. But Rhodes doesn't want to get counted out. There's a slap. Here's the pin. One. You're going to have to do a lot more than slapping the Incredible Hulk to get a 1, 2, 3. Captain Rhodes, he's still looking sharp when it comes to his ring skill. He handily defeated Jack Torrance on Battlefront. The Hulk, he's always a guy that is never to be taken lightly. Turning into a real Donnybrook now. But oh, Captain Rhodes tried to go for a clothesline, but Hulk just floored him. And now Captain Rhodes getting out of dodge.
Good move, Rhodes.
Once again, veteran strategy on the part of Captain Rhodes, and Hulk is just continuing to torture him on the outside. Oh, now Rhodes is going to pour on some torture of his own. Being a former military man. And now Hulk with a pin. 1, 2. Rhodes gets the shoulder up. I thought he was going to go for the ropes. I mean, he was close by. Rhodes attempted to go for another offensive move, but Hulk drapes him on the third rope. Oh, I thought we were going to see the Hulk bomb, but nonetheless, a pile driver. He just floored Rhodes. This could be it.
Please don't get up, Rhodes.
Here it is. He's setting Captain Rhodes up for the Hulk bomb. This is it. Oh! And here's the pin. 1, 2. No!
I don't believe it. Even I don't believe it.
Jesus Christ, Superstar. I don't know how Rhodes kicked out of that.
Well, you got to build some momentum off of that, Rhodes.
Nonetheless, Rhodes, I think, is still reeling. And here's a Gorilla Press Slam. And a Hulk Splash. Here's the pinfall again. 1, 2. No. Even though I don't care for Rhodes personally, I will give him credit. The man's a hell of a wrestler. Rhodes with a pin here. 1, 2. No. Hulk is still staying in the game.
If he can just get a crossroads in, he may be able to end it. And here it comes.
Is he aiming for the crossroads?
Yes.
There it is. There's the pinfall. 1, 2. No! And the Hulk just kicked out of the crossroads.
It's okay, Rhodes. It's okay. We almost have him.
The action here is so intense. You can't keep up with it. And the Hulk. Is he going for... The Hulk smash! We've all seen that before. And now he's aiming to go for the Hulk bomb once again. There it is. Oh! 1, 2, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Hulk faces Frankenstein at Blockade.
Here is your winner, the Incredible Hulk.
A valiant effort by Captain Rhodes, but the Hulk will get Frankenstein in another matchup that is sure to be a classic at Blockade. We'd like to thank you for joining us, everybody. Follow us on Instagram. Comment as you see fit. Hit that like button. Thanks for joining us, everybody. RJ Peckham and Mark Adams signing off.